Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller. Today is Thursday, March 28th. Got a new vlog posted this morning. I was hoping to get you guys another storage unit, get myself another storage unit rather, that I could open up and show you guys some new content, but there was two I was watching this morning. One of them was canceled last minute. We were going back and forth. We were up over $100. It was in Arlington there, and got down to the last 3 minutes. They were counting down and they canceled it. I guess the owner settled up and they canceled it. So that one didn't work out. The other one was a bunch of a real mess. Would have made for a great video, but went over $200. That was my budget, so I had to say no, had to cut it off. And that was my budget. Sometimes you set a budget and you got to stick to it. So that's what happened this morning. So no new storage units, but we did have some sales. Let's take a look and see what sold overnight. There you see it, 6 sales for $95.23 out of the big store. $95.23 for 6 orders. First item sold for $14.48. It's a brand new Ford Explorer black and white baseball hat, one size fits all strap back. Second item sold for $19.06. It's a Newsweek August 11th, 1969 Moonwalk in color, a vintage magazine. Keyword space, keyword Vietnam. Third item sold for $19.55. It's a New Era Mets black and blue Shea Stadium baseball hat, one size fits all snapback. Fourth item was a steal, the best deal of the day probably, sold for $9.48. Sold. It's a pair of Wrangler beige cotton men's front dress shorts, extra large size 38 waist by 8-inch inseam. It sold so cheap because it had one tiny ink stain. If you look bottom left, there it is, a little tiny ink stain. Fifth item sold for $9.52. It's a KC pink baseball hat, one size fits all polyester adult snapback. Solid, keyword 80s. And finally, that sixth item sold for $23.14. It's a Looney Tunes Warner Brothers 1998 Sylvester the Cat mug, 16 ounces, keyword Gibson, keyword cartoon. Good old Sylvester and his mean mug there, giving you that eyeball. So there you have it, 6 orders, almost $100, including 3 hats. We've been working hard to list those hats, and that hard work is paying off. Some of those hats are starting to sell. There are some older hats as well as a couple new hats in that mix, so a little bit of a variety of things. We're going to keep listing hats today. We listed 15 yesterday and this morning. Got a bunch up into the small store and a few in the big store last night. So that 15 I photographed in yesterday's video, they've all been listed. Time to grab from that hat stack and get going on some more. But first, let's go find these 6 items and get some shipping labels printed and get them in the tote ready to go to the post office. Alright, through the magic of video, there they appear. 6 orders ready for shipping labels. Let's get them printed and get these ready for the post office. Alright, there they sit. 6 orders ready for labels, and just so happens, here come those labels fresh off the printer. Let's get them printed and get them on these packages, take them to the post office, and get them sent out to the customer. Alright, we got 6 more orders for the tote. Let's fill this thing up. We got 1 big one there, and let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we got a tote nearly full, ready for the post office. So now that we got those orders packed, I think I'm going to make myself a little bit of lunch. Then we'll get in that photo station. We'll find some fresh inventory to photograph and list. We got to keep those listings going up. We did get those 15 hats listed, so we might grab a few more hats. I'm going to look into some shoes as well. We got some room for a few shoes into the store. And I have been listing those Air Jordans, trying to get maybe another pair of Air Jordans listed. Those came back sold. I sold a few of them. They were authenticated, the real deal, so no issues there. They got to the customer all right. Sent those FedEx, so they're authenticity guaranteed. That's eBay's latest thing. And when you ship FedEx for items over $100, they authenticate it. So kind of a cool little thing that they do, that they offer the customer, that authenticity guarantee, so there's no worries. So it looks like we had a couple more orders come in today. $31.15. $31.15. Two more orders. Let's take a look and see what sold. First order sold for $11.15. It's the Marmaduke Blu-ray DVD combo 2010 movie film, keyword Owen Wilson and George Lopez. Alright, I was grabbing those two orders and we had another order come in. Let me show you. It was a plush. Let me show you. Here it is. This one sold for $24.99. I think it might be an international order because the buy cost was only $7.99 plus shipping, but it is a Baby Gund My First Teddy Bear Little Fuzzy 12-inch pink plush with a bow and a sewn eyes. So there it is. Little plush, $24.99. So a Blu-ray movie, some pants, and a teddy bear. We're selling all over the board today, all kinds of different stuff. So I'm going to get those three orders packed up and get them ready for the post office. Alright, there they are. Three more orders. Teddy bear was going to Canada, so making its way across the border. There's that label for that teddy bear. Let's get these other two printed as well. The Marmaduke movie and the dress pants. We'll get these orders out to the customer today. On their way. Alright, three more for the tote. And a 1, and 2, and 3. Those orders are filling it up. Alright, I'm going to jump into that photo station, get some fresh inventory photographed and ready to be listed. Let me show you what I'm going to be listing this afternoon. Right, here's a look at it. We got 8 hats and 2 pair of shoes. Let me show you the hats. We got a few fun ones down here. This is Nokian Tires, the big truck hat. Trucker style, gray and black. Looks like a snapback. Here's a nice Super Bowl hat. The Steelers in Tampa Bay on the Reebok tag. Strap back, brand new, has the tag, $28 MSRP, so brand new on that one. This was a recent find, a Yeti Coolers hat, trucker style with the brown backing and camouflage front. Here we got a kind of a denim Miami Heat hat. Looks like Mitchell and Ness tag, snapback. This is, I think, what, Arizona Diamondbacks? Is that the Diamondbacks logo? And this is New Era fitted, size medium large. Here we got a Dorchester hat. This is a new pickup as well. Hunting hat, has the birds on the front there, the red, not red, orange, trucker style netting on the back, a snapback on that one. Duck Commander, this is also from the latest buy, the latest online arbitrage purchase. This is a strap back. Good looking hat. And then we got the Adidas bucket hat. We got another pair of Adidas shoes over here. Those the Superstars, right? I think those are what they call those. We'll have to look that up. It says Superstar on the side anyways. The 3-stripe, blue on blue. And then we got the Nike Air Maxes. These came out of the last storage unit buy. Nice pair of white on white Air Maxes. They got the Dr. Scholl's on the insoles though, so the original insoles are gone. It looks like they replaced them with some Dr. Scholl's. I mean, perhaps they needed a little more comfort in these Nike Air Maxes. They're pretty well worn, so maybe they wore out the original insoles. But a couple pair of shoes and 8 hats. So let's get them photographed. Alright, there they are. A stack full of new inventory ready to go into my stores. We're going to get this stuff listed as soon as possible. Probably some before I leave and then some more when I get back. We're going to head into town, drop off orders. We got 2 pair of shoes and a bunch of hats. 8 hats, I think it was. So we're going to get going on that stuff tonight. Alright, we made it here to Lake Patton. Gonna get that 2.6 mile run in around the lake, and then we'll check back with a few moments of gratitude. Alright, I made it. Another successful 2.6 around Lake Patton, getting those miles in this week. Feels pretty good to stay consistent, considering my health, taking care of myself that way. I guess that's a good thing. You know, sometimes that sun shines and you just don't get out in it, but today it was a little cloudy and I still got out here got those miles in. The wind didn't stop me. Got up in those trails and actually got pretty warm out there. So staying consistent with exercise. Grateful to stay consistent. So I guess we should continue on that. Another day, consistent, good health, staying consistent with good health, good habits, healthy habits, and not hearing from family any issues. We've gotten some calls over the last year and haven't had any of those the last few months. So grateful for that. Everybody seems to be doing okay, hanging in there, getting through things and making the best of every day they get. So that's all we can ask for. So I'm grateful that I'm able to stay consistent with living in the moment. That's one of the things I try to do a little bit more in 2024, right? Stay in the moment, to live in that moment and enjoy that moment for what it is. Stop thinking about the past and the future. Just live in the now. That's something we can all benefit from, I think. We worry a little bit too much about what people are thinking, maybe from our decisions we've made in the past or what we're going to do in the future. That sort of thing. We shouldn't worry too much about that. Live in that moment, enjoy it for what it is. Stop worrying about what everybody is thinking about you. These days it's easy to get lost in the playground of the mind, right? To get in there and start imagining things, thinking what people are wondering about you, what they're saying about you behind closed doors. All that stuff, it tends to circle around in the brain sometimes, and you get caught up in that world. It's not really a good place to be. So sometimes it's good to center yourself, get out in nature, go for a nice run, go for a walk, enjoy that sunshine when it's out there, and not worry about all that nonsense. A lot of that world online is irrelevant, although I'm trying to build that family of online followers. I know a lot of you are watching what I'm doing and do have judgments, but most of you just keep it to yourselves. You know me well enough to know I have good intentions and that sort of thing. So I'm grateful for those intentions. Speaking of that, I'm intending to monetize this channel, trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers in 4,000 hours. And I'm grateful for all of you who've joined this journey to go on this little trek with me. It's been quite a little adventure so far, and we're just getting started. Only a quarter of the way there, so we got a long ways to go before we get a little YouTube money, a little Google AdSense in my pocket. That's kind of the goal of all of this. To create a little community and maybe increase my reselling sales a little in the meantime. Just a reminder, stay grateful for the opportunities. There are opportunities out there in this YouTube world. This online world does afford some people some great opportunities. I saw recently a post of the Ocean Spray Man. You guys remember him? It's been, I think, 3 years since his video went viral. He was drinking that ocean spray on his skateboard to that Fleetwood Mac song. I think it was Landslide maybe. Just having a swig of ocean spray and enjoying the song on his skateboard. That moment went viral and changed his life forever. So those moments can happen. They can take you from a nobody online to somebody. I followed his story a little bit. I don't really know it all, but I imagine he went from working that 9 to 5 to being an influencer. I think Ocean Spray hooked him up with a car or something like that. I saw that online, but there's benefits to having a video go viral. It happens quite often these days. I'm finding these little tricks of the trade. I'm putting my videos out there. They're getting 20 to 40 views, but you create a little mystery behind it, and you can increase your views quite a bit. I ask, what's in the box, what's in the suitcase, and I get 400 views, from 40 to 400. And you're learning these little tricks as you go along the way, so, be grateful for that knowledge you gain and the benefit it affords you. So if you watched the entire day in the life of a reseller video today, Thursday's video, I put these out every morning, you saw that I was trying to win another storage unit. I had a couple in my sights there, and just missed out on those today, but I'm hoping to be a little bit more consistent with buying storage units and getting a few good ones as we move through spring. Have some fun with it and record all of it so you guys can enjoy the unboxings. Those videos tend to do pretty well, so I'm gonna continue to put those out there. So I guess I'm grateful for the improved revenue. Things are going pretty good. I switching my store from free shipping to calculated shipping, and that seems to have really helped with the profits. You're getting a little bit of that shipping money, which makes a big deal. I mean, you're still having the same amount of sales, but you're just getting paid shipping on top of everything. So that increases your revenue quite a bit, and might be a good change for you big time sellers to do. If you're offering free shipping, go ahead and switch it to calculated. It doesn't really affect your sales that much. I think you ask a lot of people, and they'll tell you the same thing. You know, eBay gave you some benefits by offering free shipping when they first pushed it, but those haven't really held up, and that's not really the way to go, in my opinion. So I guess the last thing I want to stay grateful for is that imagination. We talked about that mind, that imagination that you get lost in, you know. That imagination creates these ideas, creates these opportunities, you know. There's a lot floating around in your brain, you know. If you write some of those ideas down and start working towards achieving them, you can actually achieve great things in life. You're one step away, you know, like that Ocean Spray guy, you know. He just hit record, got on his board, and posted it up with a little Fleetwood Mac song, and it changed his life forever. So, you know, it can happen. So that being said, I think I'm going to skip the tour of Lake Padden. You guys have seen it. Check out my other videos if you want to check that out. It's a little windy out there. I don't feel like warming down today. So I'm going to head home, list some more hats, maybe get a couple sneakers up, get something to eat, get showered up, and enjoy the rest of my night. But hopefully you guys enjoy this little moment of gratitude. I encourage you all to maybe try writing down a few things you're grateful for. Maybe speak them out into the universe. Tell a friend you're grateful for them. Do that sort of thing. Create those pathways in your brain. It should help improve your life, so they say. Alright, I got home, got showered up, began listing some hats. I got a couple hats listed already. I'm going to do a few more, but it's almost 9 o'clock, so I'm going to call an end to this day in the life of a reseller vlog. I want to thank everybody for watching this one till the end, helping me get a little closer to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time that I'm chasing. Thanks again for watching this one. Hopefully you'll be back tomorrow for another one. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.